Okay, so like I'm thankful for work, right? I'm thankful that there's so much to do. Well, I think I need my life back. Like seriously. Yeah, I need my life back. Welcome to my project management stories. You'll be learning project management concepts in the most simple way. And on today's episode, what is a project? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining in for the first time, my name is Olaomi Audu, and on today's video I'll just be telling you what I have been all about of late. Yes, what I've been doing of late, and what are those projects? Yeah, I've actually been handling some projects. I actually just rounded up one, and I have another one in the pipeline, and it's a lot of work. Yes, it's a lot of work, and I looked for the work, right? So yeah, I'm having to deal with it. I don't mind it, I love it, but I'll just use this opportunity to really tell you what a project is, and of course the project that I worked on previously. All right, so if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but actually an interior designer. I'm also a home stager. Now, as a home stager, what we do is that we dress up properties, to make them attractive to buyers. So if, for instance, you have a home you want to sell, or a realtor wants to sell a room or home or a space, he engages the services of a home stager to come, decorate the space and just make it look really attractive. I guess you've seen like show homes in videos, or yeah, maybe you've gone to one or two. So they're actually people that are professionals that handle such kind of services, and they are called home stagers, and I am one of them. So we really dress up a property to look good and attractive. Now in my business, I have different packages that I offer to my clients. So I have like the consultation phase, where basically I just consult with you, and then I also have the phase where I consult and then I create designs for you for your space, on how it can be set up for sale. And then the third package is I consult with you, design your space, and also help in the installation. That's I do everything. I handle the project end to end. Okay, so that's the beginning till the end of the project. Now I have mentioned projects like how many times? So what is a project? A project is a process or a task that has a start time and an end date, and usually it works within certain constraints, and those constraints are scope, time, and budget. And some people like to add that it has to be also under the constraint of quality, so it should come up in a particular sort of way or sort of quality. For a task or a process to be called a project means that it has to actually have a start period, and then a continuous period, and then it also has to have an end. And then the whole process involves different bits. So in a project, you have like the planning phase, you have the initiation phase, and then you have the implementation phase, and then you have the closing phase. So just simply put, that's what you would call a project. And then, like I said earlier, it works within certain constraints, and the constraints of the project are it has to be within a certain scope. Like a project cannot just be everything, it has to be within a kind of limitation. All right, so there needs to be a limit to it. What is it covering? For instance, now I explained to you that I am a home stager, and I was just currently working on a project that actually had to do with dressing up a property for sale. So I'm not going to be working on all properties, so I just have that property to work. And even in that property, I wasn't going to be designing or dressing up all the rooms in that property. So the scope helped me to streamline what exactly I was going to be doing on that project. So I was actually going to be dressing up just about 4 of the rooms. I was going to be doing the front of the house, the living area, the bedroom, and the bathroom, one of the bathrooms, and I think the garden. So that was the scope of the project that I had to do. And then of course I had a time frame to work on that particular project. In this particular project, I had a 1-week frame to work on it. So that's like the time constraint in a project. And then I also had to work on that particular project within a certain budget. Yeah, so my client is interested in making profit, and so they wanted to be sure of the fact that if they engage my service, I'll be able to help them generate, an additional income on, that particular property. And so of course I had to map out like an ROI plan for them, sharing with them what I feel they can earn from it. So I already know the budget. So they also had the budget that they needed to work with. So they didn't want to exceed a certain amount in the dressing of that property. So definitely with that in mind, while I was doing the consultation, doing the design and the procurement for the items of that particular property, I knew to work within the budget that my client has provided. So that's part of what makes a project. Those constraints in projects are part of what makes a process or a task or an activity a project. So that's why I can confidently say that that particular package or what I have just finished doing for my client is a project. And of course I talked about the closing phase. So that's one part a lot of people miss in projects. So a closing phase is very necessary. Why? Because it gives you an opportunity to reflect, to think back over the project. What have you learned, and what are the things that you can improve on in the next project. So it's very much a part of project. So that's in simple terms and in my simple story what a project is, and that's really what I've been doing. I have another one lined up, and I'm currently at the planning phase of that particular project. And yeah, so hopefully I would share some bits of what I have done in this last project with you, so you can just have an idea of what I do and how my package runs. And then of course I'm hoping to see you in the next video. So if you're interested, stay tuned for the next one.